Everybody, welcome back to the Table Breaking Bets. I'm Vinny from Vegas, or Mr_Golden1 on X, the everything app. Sorry for the hiatus. We've been gone for a couple weeks. Phone was broken, had to get a new mic system, but everything is now squared away for us to finish the season strong, and that's what we're looking to do. We're on a 2-week streak right now. If when we're absent on YouTube, that's why you have to follow me on X. Let me just say that first off. I know we're not too consistent here yet. We're working on that, but if you go follow us on X, the everything app, that's where everything's always getting posted, all the plays, all the updates, everything of that nature. So make sure to go follow us there. Also, like and subscribe here. We need to grow this baby up. We need to become one of the best out there for jumping through tables, which we're getting there. We're getting there. 10-4, week 6. We went absolutely nuclear. Wish we could have had the video out there so there can be the naysayers and the haters to say, yeah, right, you went 10-4, whatever. It's written down right here. We do the lines on Wednesday. We post the video on Thursday. It is what it is. We went 10-4. Let's replicate it this week, and that way we'll shh to the haters. The table break 1, like I said, Seahawks. They went ahead and took care of business against the Jags, and the wheel play won, so we don't have to worry about doing a punishment. We're going to revamp it. Instead of 3 losses, I feel like it's a little too much of leeway. We're moving it to 2. This might even get down to 1 loss by the end of the year, but for now, we're going to have it down to 2 losses. Since it's 3 games that I like to pick some stinky lines to throw on that wheel. So it's now down to 2 losses. If we lose twice, we'll then spin the punishment wheel. Fortunately for us, we won last week, so we're back up to 2. And for Bruin, unfortunately, he didn't get to win his play last week with the Lions against the Chiefs. It is what it is. You know, probably everyone else was on the Lions too. You see the great team with the dog value with them, but it's Patrick Mahomes at home. They got that voodoo magic, something about it. They're able to pull out the win. They're able to play at their best when they need to. And we saw that. So moving into this week, without further ado, we have one order of business to take care of, and that's to jump through this table. So let's go run outside and take care of that. I don't know if this table will be here after, but the show will go on. We will find a way to continue. A new table will be bought next week or even tomorrow, or we'll fix it right now. We'll find out after the break, but first, let's go break the table. All right. You know what it means when we're outside with the table. Only good things, because the losers stay inside, but outside is where the winners party with a green marker in hand. Thank you, Coach McDonald and the Seattle Seahawks for letting us jump through this table. Now, this one has me a little worried. Everyone's told me, you're going to get hurt doing that. You got to wear protection. And to that I say, no. I just want to jump through tables. This is what we do here. Well, we're back. And the table is still standing. So you know what that means. We keep it around until it doesn't want to stand anymore. This was one of the easier fixes. I think it's now it can't get much worse than this, I don't think, unless they destroy the legs more. We'll find out if we win this week, which let's do it. I feel great about it. So, without further ado, let's get into the picks against the spread for Week 7 in the NFL. We'll go quick through the ones I don't really have a strong feeling on, kind of dive in on the ones we do like, and then get to the fun stuff at the end. You know what we do here. So starting us off on Thursday night, it's the Steelers on the road against the Bengals. 5.5 points the Steelers are laying. It's a divisional matchup, so you know the rule here, especially when it's the AFC North. They just got Joe Flacco there. I didn't even follow the rule here when I wrote the picks out earlier. Silly me. I have Steelers written down here, but we all know I can't not pick against a team in the AFC North if they're at home getting points. It doesn't matter if it's 1, if it's 5, if it's 7. I'm going to take them. Doesn't matter what the team is. They always play each other like nails. Give me the Bengals plus 5.5. I know that the Steelers have been looking good. The Steelers have been burning me. But it's just a rule I got to follow. Bengals plus 5.5. Now moving us on to Sunday, we got a game in London game. I'm gonna take in the Jags. Depleted Rams roster offensively. No Puka Nacua there, who's really the big missing piece to move everything around. I know Devontae Adams has kind of made a big catch here and there, but not enough to really keep things going. Kyron Williams is not what he was about a year and a half ago, so Give me the Jags in a bounce back. I think they're a really good team this year. Not really good, but I think they're going to be a decent enough team to get these wins out, and they're playing in their second home field. So, Jags +3. Raiders on the road against the Chiefs laying 12. Chiefs just don't cover. The Chiefs don't cover big numbers, especially. I know they just covered last Sunday night, and we were on the right side with the Chiefs, but I'm going to take the Raiders here, getting the 12 points. I know Geno Smith has looked utterly terrible, but this is a game that everyone in Raiders Nation gets up for. Everyone wearing the black and silver will stand up strong for this game, and 12 points is just a lot. And it's a lot of points for the Chiefs to cover. So, this next game we love a lot. As you can see, it's on the big board. Dolphins on the road against the Browns, laying 2.5. The Dolphins are an absolute dismay. The Browns are just trying to figure things out. I like Dylan Gabriel. He looks good. I like the Browns' defense. They look good. I know they've had a couple of bad weeks, but Miami's been bad the whole time. Like, I haven't seen 1 ounce of Miami that I'm like, oh, Miami. The Bills game, I gave them a little bit of respect, but then after, they immediately took that away because of the performance for the next 2 weeks to follow. So I'm going to be taking the Browns here, laying the points at home. I just don't think they'll let Tua do anything. I think Tua is just going to have some more bad turnovers, let Dylan Gabriel have good field position. He's going to have a good game. Browns, 2.5. Patriots on the road, 3rd week in a row against the Titans. Patriots are laying 7. I'm going to be taking the Titans here. I know they just fired their head coach. I know it's Mike Vrabel going back to Tennessee where he used to coach. But the Patriots 3 weeks in a row on the road. And now if they cover this number and prove me wrong, then I'll finally believe in the Patriots. And I'm not saying that they're not bad and I don't believe it, but to be like really good and great. If they can 3 weeks in a row on the road cover, win outright, yeah. Drake May is he's gonna be on top of my list to pay attention to for years to come. But this week I'm gonna be taking the Titans. I think things will just get a little sloppy, get a little messy. Give me Tennessee. Saints on the road against the Bears. Bears laying 5. I'm gonna be taking the Saints here. I think they just play a scrappy game, and I'm gonna take the under as well, 47 points. We'll move along with that one quick. Not much feeling. Eagles on the road, laying 1.5 against the Vikings. Eagles are going to beat up on their old man Carson Wentz. You know, Eagles dropped 2 in a row. I think this is a spot where they're just going to... And now it's on the road, so it's tough to say they're going to get a good bounce back. But maybe they need to take a step away from the loud noises of Philadelphia. And, I mean, I know they lost again in New York, but it's relatively close. You know, you could have a good amount of Philadelphia fans drive over from there to MetLife, or not MetLife, wherever they play in New York, the Meadowlands. So, but I'm going to take the Eagles on this one. On the road, 1.5. You tell me I just need a field goal, I'll take it. Panthers on the road, laying 1.5 against the Jets. This line started off as the Jets being favored. It's now flipped over to the Panthers. So take that as you will. I'm going to take the Panthers. They've just been playing the better ball lately. The Jets are just like in the same conversation as Dolphins. Absolute dismay, absolute trash. Don't know what's happening. Colts against the Chargers. We have the Chargers laying 2 points, and we'll be on the side of the Chargers here. Now, it's to me, I feel like this is just a classic asking to take the Colts. You know, the Colts are looking great, 5-1. They couldn't be any better. And the Chargers are spiraling. You know, their offensive line is beaten. Their run game is a little bit missing with the running backs all being injured. Justin Herbert hasn't looked himself since the first 3 weeks. But I think this is where they're going to figure it out at home. You know, I mean, you can't say the home crowd is what's going to do it for them, but just getting to hang out there in L.A., I think this is where they'll figure it out. And the Colts have to drop one eventually. I think this is one where the Chargers defense and Harbaugh stand up a little bit. Harbaugh really makes his boys tough-nosed this week, so give me the Chargers laying 2 at home. Giants on the road against the Broncos in the Mile High City. I'm going to be taking the Giants getting 7 points. And also give me the over 40 in this game. I think it'll get a little bit loose. I think Bo Nix and Jackson Dart are going to go back and forth with one another, have some fun, and over 40 seems like a low enough number to hit for us. Commanders on the road, laying 1.5 against the Cowboys. I'm going to be taking the Cowboys just like the Thursday night matchup. Division There's a couple divisions where when they're playing each other, I'm going to be taking the points for the home dog. Cowboys fit into this scenario as well, so give me the Cowboys, 1.5. Packers laying 6.5 on the road against the Cardinals. Cardinals with a close, scrappy win. That was one of our big picks. Even after Jacoby Brissett being announced, I was still on the side of the Cardinals. I was like, this is one of those funny what-if moments that, the Colts just lose to the Cardinals after the Cardinals lose to the Titans. So then the whole conversation that the Titans are better than the Colts. But didn't happen. But this week, the Cardinals are going to be bad. The Cardinals are going to be bad this week. They're not going to keep it close. 6.5, easy number for the Packers to cover. I think they're going to win this by 2 or more scores easily. Falcons on the road against the 49ers. 49ers laying 2.5. Give me the 49ers here. Not much about either of these teams. Falcons with a big win at home on Monday night. So maybe that's a little bit of a letdown spot here for them. Emotional big win for them. Easy letdown here against the 49ers, who have been playing pretty good, even though all the injuries they have had throughout the year. The Bucs on the road against the Lions in the Dome. Lions laying 5.5. One of the games of the week here. It's going to be the puppy play. So after my play, we'll throw it over to Bruin, but I'm on the Lions 5.5. I really, really love the over, 52.5. I mean, I think everyone and their mother will be betting on this over that night, so let's just hope and pray for a clean, fun game with no flags that are going to turn things the other way for us. Give us the over. We'll be betting the over. I love the over, taking the Lions as a side. And now that I made my pick, let's get to the real star of the show, Mr. Bruin. He's looking to make a bounce back, and yes, again, it's the Lions in the puppy play. They just keep having the game of the week. So, without further ado, let's throw it over to the puppy play. All right, everyone. Welcome back. You know what time it is. It's the puppy play of the week. Last week he didn't hit. Took the Lions against the Chiefs, and the Chiefs ended up stomping them at Arrowhead. So this week, puppy play of the week. I mean, I don't know how we keep picking them. The Lions just keep happening to have the game of the week. It's the Lions, Sunday Night Football, against the Tampa Bay Bucs. Lions are hosting. They got 5.5 points. Now today, we moved the selections into the kitchen. So maybe he won't pick the right side every time. He's going to go look to the right. He doesn't see it. Where is it? It's over there. Hey, come on. It's over here. Oh, there we go. And he goes to the left this time, and it's the Lions. Minus 5.5. This might be the new way. He picked the left. Lions, 5.5. So we're back. Bruin just loves the Lions. I mean, if there's one thing, there's a few things that this dog loves. It's dog treats, it's his food, and it's the Detroit Lions. So he's on the side of the Lions again. Lions hopeful and faithful, hopefully. He picks correctly this week. And you guys are all sitting happy and pretty. Now, the other half of the Monday night doubleheader. Texans on the road against the Seahawks. Seahawks laying 3. I love the Seahawks in this spot. They've been nothing but impressive for me this year. I thought Sam Darnold will have a little bit of a step back after his success with the Vikings, but no. He's been nothing but impressive. Jackson Smith and Jigba, A.J. Barner, these guys are out here just putting up big numbers. Give me the Seahawks laying 3 at home. The Texans, I mean, just poverty. So, now without further ado, let's get into the fun plays. We'll start off with our top 3 for the week. So, starting at number 3, it's the Seahawks at home, laying 3, second half of the doubleheader. Love it here. Give me the Seahawks. Cowboys at home against the Commanders. Cowboys getting 1.5. That's going to be number 2 on the top 3. And our number 1 play, which you see is also a favorite for something else, is the Browns. I just want to have one that's, when you look at it, you wince a little bit. And this is one that makes you, stinky a little bit. But I want to win one with the Browns. I've had a couple other weeks where, I wanted to take the Saints against the Giants to do it, but I was a little too chicken and gun shy. And the Saints won. I was like, well, look at that. I want to be on the right side. I want to show that we got some balls over here to put on the table. Give me the Browns laying 2.5 at home for our number 1. The lottery ticket is going to be the following 8 teams all on the money line. the Jags, the Eagles, the Saints, the Chargers, the 49ers, the Cowboys, the Panthers, and the Packers. This will get you to 172 to 1 on your money. 172 to 1. 172 to 1. However you want to say it. That's what you're going to get if you put them all down. Money line parlay. Might change come Sunday. Change throughout the days. Right now, as we have it locked in, is at 172.43. So, let's hope it hits. We haven't had it once. We only need one for the year to really have it be fun. So, let's hope and pray. Lucky number 7 week is the week. The good old fun wheel play. So, as we mentioned, we're going to change things up a little bit. Instead of the 3 losses to fall into spinning the punishment wheel, we're now going to have it be 2. That way, if we lose 1 week, it's right away. That next week is do or die. You know, there's not 2 weeks of buffering. So we'll keep it at 2, see how that goes. If we need to change it down to 1, we'll do 1. Might make it 1 just for the playoffs, just to make some more intenseness to it. So without further ado, let's go ahead and spin the wheel. We'll see it spinning around right up here. And it's coming down to the Saints +5. I mean, we're already on the Saints here on the big board, so I can't say I hate the pick entirely. Hopefully the wheel is right again. It's kind of going back and forth with being right, being wrong, being right, being wrong. Let's break the streak. Let's be right 2 weeks in a row. Why not us? Now, for the time everyone's been waiting for, we move the notebook off the table. We take this here Sharpie and open it up. You know what time it is. It's time to determine what this week's table break is, and you see it on the whiteboard there. I alluded to it earlier without the video. It's going to be the Browns. I want to have a win that is a fun one. I want to have one that is going to be tough. I want to have one that we win in the trenches. And this Browns pick is going to be it. Give me the Browns 2.5 to let me jump through this table. Let's go have a week 7, folks.